mathematics is again involved in design of analog filters. So what I am trying to tell you here is, whenever filters definition already we discussed in the one of the introduction class. I said there will be two types: analog filter, then we call digital filter. So when do you call analog filter means when we use resistors, capacitors, inductors, and active components. There are the other four. Generally, we use active components like op amp just now I mentioned. So if at all we are going to design filter using any means using this analog component, we call analog filter. Coming to the digital filters, adder, multiplier, delay elements. So if I'm going to use, we call it. I think we have seen number of adders. I think in the DFT you have seen fast Fourier transform. How do you say that number of adders and number of multiplications, number of delay elements? Remembered or not? Delay elements I have not discussed, but adders and multipliers I have discussed. Correct or not? Respond.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So here, what I'm trying to tell, Laplace transform have you studied?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. If you know the Laplace transform, I think most of the job is done. So the counter to the Laplace is called Z transform. Have you studied Z transform?
Not Z transform, sir. We have studied Laplace and inverse Laplace.
Okay, Laplace and inverse Laplace you have studied, but not Z transform, correct? Okay,
Yes, sir.
so how do you indicate the symbolic representation of the Laplace transform?
L
And
of
H of S.
H.
Yes or no? S indicates the complex variable, isn't it? Complex independent variable. Can I say that way? Yes or no? Respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll give you first Laplace transform one or two examples so that you can recollect what all you have done in the mathematics or some other subject. Suppose a equation h of t is given. What is Laplace transform for the given h of t? How do you t is equal to
Integral 0.
minus infinity, 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 or anything is okay? H of t e
E
power
power
minus
minus.
st. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose h of t is given as e power minus at u of t. What is going to happen?
1 by S plus A.
Yeah, you know that, right? Directly. I need not to perform, okay? It is 1 by s plus a. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Do you know there's something called region of convergence associated with every Laplace transform? Have you heard about this word?
Like
No, sir.
I think we have studied it, sir, but we could not able to
You have
recall.
no idea, okay? But I'll tell you the now. Right, very simple. The region of convergence says, as I said, s is a complex variable or not?
Yes, sir.
Because you write something like this, sigma plus j omega. Remembered or not?
Yes, sir.
S is equal to sigma plus j omega. You write. This is called real term. This is an imaginary term. If you try to draw the s value, this is generally called S plane. This x-axis is a real axis, and this is j omega. Now, to make your h of s finite, to make the Laplace transform finite or converge, anything is okay. Finite or converge. Converge means towards zero or towards infinity.
Towards 0.
Yeah. So I have two options. Either I should make finite or I should make converge. Anything is okay. So finite means, can I take s is equal to minus a?
Yes, sir.
In the above Laplace, s equal to minus a, can I substitute? What is going to happen? If s is equal to minus a, what is my Laplace transform now? Is it not minus a plus a becomes 1 by 0? Is it not infinite?
Infinite. Okay.
So do you think it is a convergence or finite, or it is completely
Divergent.
infinite and infinite? No, it is not this case, isn't it?
Okay, sir.
So now whenever you perform the Laplace transform, there are restrictions on this variable. Okay, restrictions on this variable. Agreed now? Once you calculate the Laplace transform, you cannot substitute s equal to whatever you want. You must give some reference. You can use this Laplace transform by not substituting what? Minus a, isn't it? Yes or no? Respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now one more thing. Can you tell me in this explain where minus a will come? Towards the left side or right side?
Left side.
Left side. Okay, somewhere here. Generally, the point at which it converges we represented by this no, the cross symbol. Cross indicates the pole actually. Strictly speaking, it's called pole. Pole is the point at which h of s becomes infinite. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now the thing is, I'll just make a parallel to the j omega axis one line. Now my interest is, suppose this is assuming that your a will be some maybe, okay, let it be a. All these points which are coming toward this side, is it greater than minus or less than minus a?
Less
Respond.
than minus a.
Less than minus a. So can I write this way?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll tell you now. Less than minus a, if you take here, according to you, assuming that a is equal to some 2, assuming that, okay. So 1 by s plus 2, when I say less than minus a, can you tell me some points for this a is equal to less than minus 2? Can you tell me some points? Less than minus 2 means minus
Minus
3,
3.
minus 4,
Minus
isn't
4.
it? So we'll take one by one. I'll write simple forward. Case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, I'll write, okay. 1 by minus 3 plus 2, 1 by minus 4 plus 2, 1 by minus 5 plus 2, 1 by minus 6 plus 2. Can I write this way?
Yes, sir.
Now you tell me. 1 by minus 3 plus 2, what do you get?
Minus 1.
Minus 1. What do you get here?
Minus 1 by 2.
What do you get here?
Minus 1 by 3.
Minus 1 by 3. What do you get here?
Minus 1 by 4.
Very good. Now other case. If I do not follow right hand side, what are the values I should consider? Now I am interested toward this side.
Minus 1,
Plus
0.
0 plus
Minus
1.
1, 0, right? Isn't it? So if a is equal to minus 2, then greater than minus a. It is nothing but maybe minus 1, 0, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So in that case, what I'm going to get? 1 by, can you tell me what I'm going to get?
1 by 2, 1 by
1, 1 by 2, 1 by?
2.
Yeah, tell me.
Actually, access is to 0, sir.
Sorry? 0, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So it goes to infinity, no? Yes or no? Just a minute, just 2 minutes. After lunch. Yeah. So I hope you are able to follow what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to substitute some values of less than real value or greater than real value, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Other way, I'll tell you to understand in much simpler way. E power minus 80, e power minus st. Is it not? You are basically the formula for your Laplace transform.
Yes, sir.
So if I am writing s equal to sigma plus j omega, how it is going to be is e power minus 80 into e power minus sigma t into e power minus j omega t. Can I write this way? St means this one, no?
S is equals to sigma plus j omega. Okay, sir.
Correct only, no? So then t is equal to minus infinity to infinity e power minus of sigma plus a into t e power minus j omega t. Can I write this way?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Now try to remember this mathematics is very important. According to your integration, t is 0 to infinity, t is going towards increasing value or decreasing value?
Unbounded, sir. Infinite.
Infinite value. It is increasing value. That is what infinite. So whenever you are trying to put it here, minus k into t, when t varies from 0 to infinity, what is your result? End result. When t equal to infinity, e power minus infinity, it becomes how much value? 0, isn't it?
0.
I think in the initial classes we have seen, no? T equal to 0, it is 1, and when t equal to infinity, it will be 0. So is it not converging?
Yes, sir.
Suppose e power kt is there and t is again 0 to infinity, what you are going to get?
0 to infinite.
Is it converging or diverging?
Diverging.
Diverging. So in this integration, what is the condition on this sigma plus a? Because already e power minus t is there, the sigma plus a is there. According to these two observations, this value must be, you tell me, positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. So can I say sigma plus a is greater than 0?
Yes, sir.
So can I write sigma is greater than minus a?
Yes, sir.
So can I consider that as long as my sigma is greater than minus a, this condition is satisfied?
Yes, sir.
So I should write, once you get the formula h of s is equal to 1 by s plus a, basically what is the value by keeping here so that it becomes infinity, that s equal to minus a, already you got it, isn't it? So this minus a, is it not real value?
Yes,
This
sir.
minus a, is it not real value or not? Okay. Now based on this real part of s, can I write now?
Yes, sir.
So what is my role is, this particular integration will converge only when the condition is sigma plus a is positive. When sigma plus a is positive means sigma plus a greater than 0, then sigma should be greater than or equal to
Minus
what? So then I'm rewriting my S plane. This is my S plane. It should reflect that this is a minus a. You just make a parallel. So this is a shaded area. This is called region of,
convergence.
because it's converging, no?
Yes, sir.
I hope now you understood region of convergence. If I'm taking left hand side, because the substitution may not be working, but because negative is there, no, the negative is impacting your overall value become positive, isn't it? Here also every term is coming positive or negative.
Positive, sir.
So greater than minus a is
Positive.
okay, right or not? Whereas here every value is
Negative.
negative. Negative means it will make e power kt, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no? This one will get it. So that is the reason these values are called divergence values. These values are called
Convergence values.
convergence. So now you understood Laplace transform must be extended by supporting statement. What is supporting statement? Region
Region
of,
of convergence.
is it clear or not? This is most important topic. To understand your filters, IR filters, you should know what is Laplace transform. Because mathematically you might be okay with the Laplace transform, but understanding the importance of the complex variables also is required. Okay. Okay, now I'll
Yes,
give
sir.
you a second example. Example 2. e power at u of minus t. What does it mean? Second example. Can anybody tell what is x of s now? U of minus t means what? The limits are from where to where?
Minus infinity to 0.
Is it not u of minus t?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now when you multiply t is equal to 0, e power 0 is 1, isn't it? When t is equal to minus infinity, e power minus infinity?
0.
0. So can I write this way? Now my limits, that is the reason initially I said 0 to infinity never write. Always you write minus infinity to infinity.
Yes,
based on your signal what is given. Now the signal is given towards the left hand side, right hand side.
Left hand side.
So what is my integration limits now?
Minus infinity to 0.
0 e power at e power minus st dt. Can I write this way?
Yes, sir.
Now what is the result you are going to get? Minus infinity to 0 e power minus of s minus a into t, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
It is dt only, no?
dt.
ds. dt only,
dt.
no? Yeah, dt. Then what is the result you get? E power minus of s minus a into t by minus of s minus a. Then 0 to minus infinity. Now you tell me. Something is wrong, huh? I think you should take minus inside, that will be better. E power s minus a into t by, sorry, a minus s, no? That will give a confusion. A minus s divided by a minus s. Is it okay? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So e power 0, 1 by a minus s minus e power minus infinity, 0. So finally it becomes minus of s minus a. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So this is okay. H of s you have calculated. Can anybody tell what will be the region of convergence for this one now? Because if you really understood what I have explained for the previous example,
Negative sides.
no, you should tell me what should I write. Real part of s must be
S greater than
Greater than A.
S less than
greater
S.
than
Minus.
less than minus a, no?
Yes, sir.
So in that case, what I should do? Is it not? Yes or no? Respond.
Yes, sir.
So can I say this is ROC for me? Now
Yes.
I give you very simple things to remember. The first signal, what we consider the right sided, I got ROC right sided, isn't it? The second signal, what I consider left sided signal, I got ROC left sided, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now I'll give you third one, third signal, example third one, x of t is equal to e power maybe okay, e power minus 2t u of t plus e power 3t u of minus t. Can you tell me what is its Laplace transform?
1 by S plus 2 minus
1
1
by
by
s plus 2.
minus 1 by S
Isn't it?
minus. Yes, sir.
So what is ROC now?
S
If this for this ROC will be
S greater than 2.
minus 2.
Minus 2 minus 2.
For this ROC is
S less than minus 3.
now is a combination, is there any common area between these two?
No, sir.
So simply Laplace transform is does not exist. Even though mathematically you are getting the equation, but it has no meaning. Yes or no? If this becomes finite, it becomes
Infinite. Okay.
Infinite. If this becomes finite, it becomes infinite. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
No. To make it valid, what is the question I am supposed to change now? Example 4. X of t is equal to e power minus 3t u of t plus e power 2t u of minus t. Can you tell me what is the Laplace transform?
1 by s plus 3
1 by s plus 3.
minus 1 by s minus 2.
What is the ROC here?
S greater than minus 3.
What is the ROC here?
S less than minus 2.
Now what is the common area?
Minus 2 to 3. Minus 3.
So finally you got the ROC only between minus 2 and minus 3, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So this is ROC. I hope you understood now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I'll tell you one more thing. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
I'll give you one more technical Z transform. Okay. Now here, what is the nature of the input I have considered? Continuous or discrete?
Continuous t.
Continuous. Okay. The way Fourier transform, I think I have not discussed Fourier transform, is applicable for continuous time Fourier transform. Basically, it is represented by x of omega. Is extended version of Laplace transform is the extended version of the continuous time Fourier transform, whereas something called discrete time Fourier transform, just now we have discussed, which is represented by x of e power j omega. Why I am writing e power j omega is in e power j omega, omega plus 2 pi. What is the value? J omega only, no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So to indicate the periodicity in the DTFT, we have indicated the argument as e power j omega. Okay, even though omega is a variable, but this omega is going to have a periodicity with respect to what? Minus pi to plus pi, total of 2 pi, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to explain a new transform technique which is called Z transform. Again, it is similar to Laplace only, but only for discrete time signals. So because input is a discrete, I must use a summation instead of an integration. N is equal to minus infinity to infinity, x of n z power minus n. This is the formula to find the inverse Z transform. Sorry, Z transform. So some examples I will explain. Because our subject is the digital signal processing, we should more of towards x of z or Z transform side. Suppose x of n is given as u of n. What do you mean by u of n? From
Unit
0
step.
onwards, yeah, 0 onwards it is 1, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
It goes on up to infinity. This is u of n. Now when you substitute n is equal to limits, where should I start now?
0 to
Limits where should I, 0 to
infinite.
infinity. Yeah. So x of n, what is the height now?
1.
1 only, isn't it? Right this way.
Yes, sir.
So in that case, now how many times? Okay, n is equal to 0 to infinity z power minus n. So if you expand, is it not become z power 0 plus z power minus 1 plus z power minus 2 plus z power minus 3 up to how long? Z power?
Minus infinity.
Now can you tell me what series it is going to follow? 1 plus
1 plus
z
1 by
inverse. It goes on, right? So what series it is? AP, GP, HP. Mathematics, you might have studied, no?
GP, sir. GP, sir.
GP series, right? So
Yes,
some
sir.
of the infinite terms in the GP series, what is the formula?
A by 1 minus.
1 minus
A by
1.
1 minus R, where A is the first term, R is the common ratio, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Sum of infinite terms. This is the formula. So for me, h of z is equal to, what is A?
1.
1.
1.
By 1 minus
1 by z.
z inverse, can I write? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
The
Yes.
way Laplace transform you have calculated, this is called Z transform. Similarly, for Z transform, Z is again is a complex variable like your S variable, but only change is the Z is always represented by polar coordinates where a magnitude and angle. Okay, so I should say that this is my Z plane, which is if a circle with a radius of r, and if you take some point it will be theta. Okay, on the circle. Is it clear? It's called Z plane. Now in this plane we need to find the values of Z for which my h of Z becomes finite. So can similar to the previous equation, can I write Z by Z minus 1? Z inverse is written as 1 by Z, it will become Z minus 1 and denominator Z can be
Yes,
taken
sir.
as a numerator. Now at what value of Z it becomes infinity?
Z equal to 1.
Okay, Z equal to 1 becomes infinity, but still only you will get a some boundary point, but Z equal to 1 means basically 1 is equal to R into e power j theta. So what is the magnitude here? 1 only, no? Yes or no? So my R equal to 1. That is what you said, no? Z equal to 1 e power j theta. Can I write this way or not?
Yes, sir.
Now the thing is, there is no phase value, 1 means. So simply you can say that the whatever circle you are going to draw in the Z plane, if you take a radius as a 1, now the thing is, Z value can have the value above this particular radius or below this particular radius, anything is okay. That is our interest. Now same thing, you take here, what is that, radius is R, right? Z equal to R into e power j theta minus n. Can I write this way? Z power minus n?
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me. Now here in the summation, n is equal to 0 to infinity you are taking r to the power of minus n into e power minus j omega n you can write. Now you tell me, is this r to the power of minus n will converge or diverge when n increases, n equal to 0 to infinity? R is 1 you are taking in here. 1 power 0, 1 power 1, 1 power 2, 1 power 3, it goes on. It will remains 1 only, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, if you take n is equal to minus infinity to, okay, this we should not consider. So in this case, simply you can say that outside, right, when n equal to 1, 0, because n equal to only positive you should consider. So it is anyhow, it is it is standard. So I should say that it is finite only for all values of Z which are greater than, okay, here also there is a condition. R can be greater than 1, less than 1. Greater than 1 means maybe 1 power minus n. Less than 1 means maybe for 0.5 power minus n. Now in both the cases you tell me R should be greater than 1 or less than 1 to get the convergence. Think over and let me know. I'll give you a minute time. Yeah, tell me. The R value could be 1 power minus n and 0.5 power minus n. And when n is increases, which one is going to be converging and which one is going to be diverging? You tell me. Respond.
Greater one will be diverging, sir.
Greater than 1 divergence, sure.
Convergence, sir. Greater than 1 convergence, sir.
Yeah, because you can see 0.5 power of 1, sorry, minus 1, which is nothing but, how much it will be?
2.
1 by 2, kada? So it becomes 2 only, then it becomes 4, okay, 3 out, 4 out, 5, it will increase, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Whereas in this case, it will be 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5, which is
Convergent.
converging. It is diverging, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So can I say that based on the infinity one, you got only the radius one. But once you got the radius, you should go outside or inside, you should do this kind of analysis. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So now you tell me, where should I draw my region of convergence? Above the circle or inside the circle?
Above the
Above the circle.
Yeah,
like outside of circle.
yeah, very good. So this is my region of convergence. Okay. Now I'm giving the second example in the same case. Example 2. X of n is equal to what should I write? U of minus n minus 1. Maybe minus also we can take. Yeah, can you tell me what is it indicates? The time operations, I think I have discussed in the very beginning classes. How do you draw this? How do you draw this? Tell me. Very simple. U of n is equal to 1 when n is greater than. I told no in the beginning classes how to find n is less than 0. When you are interested to calculate minus n minus 1, it's equal to 1. When minus n minus 1 greater than or equal to 0, when minus
N
n
less
minus
than
1 less
minus
than
1.
0. Then you wanted to make this one as n. So how can I get it? Multiply both sides by minus. So it becomes n minus 1 or n plus 1
Less than
greater
or
equal to 0. Then n is less than or equal to
1.
minus 1, isn't it? Obviously it becomes n is greater than 1, minus 1. Okay. To draw this, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Actually you should get this way, but anyhow I make a minus in the outside, so you can say this way. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So all are minus 1s. This is 0 and right hand side all will be zeros. Okay? Agreed or not? Now can you tell me what is x of z for this? N limits, where should I consider? N is equal to
Minus.
infinity to minus 1 only, isn't it? Not even 0. Correct or not? So height is anyhow minus 1 into z power minus n. Now you tell me, what should I do? You expand and let me know what you are going to get. There is nothing wrong, no? For the summation, even though you interchange the limits, n is equal to minus 1 to minus infinity. No change, isn't it? When you add first term to last term or last term to first term, the result does not change. Yes or no? Respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Whereas for the integration, there is a difference. If you change the limits, it has to be multiplied by minus. But here it does not require. Okay? Now if you expand, what are you going to get? Z power minus 1 minus plus 1. Z square, Z cube, Z power 4. It goes on up to Z power infinity. So can you tell me what is the sum of infinite? What is again AP, GP or MP? What you are going to get?
GP.
GP. What is the final result?
Z by
Just a minute.
1 minus Z.
Yeah.
Z by 1 minus Z.
of Z by
1 minus Z.
1 minus Z. So ultimately what do you get? Z by
Z minus
Z
1.
minus. Now you can see what is the previous result for
Same.
x of n is equal to u of n.
Same Z by Z minus 1.
So try to remember this. Even in the Laplace transform also this will there. I did not tell that point. Z by Z minus 1. So for the given two different time domain signals, their Laplace transform or their Z transform can be same. But what way they are different? ROCs are different. But this ROC is what?
Greater.
Real part, the what is that? Magnitude of Z, no? I should write this way. Magnitude of Z is greater than 1, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now here you tell me what is real, what is this ROC now? Magnitude of Z should be how much? Again 1 will be there because even in this expression also 1 will be there. Now you tell me less than or greater than? Same thing. You have to refer
Greater than 1 only.
less than 1. You understood now? You understood? ROC is magnitude of that means simply you should draw here. There is a unit circle. Now your ROC will be inside the circle. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now I am giving third example.
Sir, can you explain one second those?
This one, huh?
Yes, sir.
How it has come up. You go
Yes.
back to this particular thing. N is equal to minus infinity to minus 1. This minus let it be outside. This r into e power j theta or j omega, anything is okay. Minus n. Minus will be outside. N is equal to minus infinity to infinity minus 1. R power minus n into e power minus j omega. So according to you, the n is towards negative or n is varies from where to where? Minus 1 to minus infinity, no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now here the r power minus n, when you take r must be greater than 1 or less than 1. Again you can have this way. Greater than 1 means 2 power minus n. Less than 1 means maybe you can have a 1 by 2. Now anything having negative values or positive values? Tell me, n is having positive or negative values?
Negative values, sir.
Yeah, when you substitute negative values, the power becomes positive,
Positive.
isn't it? And here become where n we can say positive now. N varies from 1 to infinity. Can I write this way?
Yes, sir.
Now you tell me out of these two, which one is converging?
Less than 1.
First one, 1 by 2 power
1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is less than 1 or greater than 1?
less than 1.
So that is what it has given. Is it
Yeah.
clear?
Yeah, yes.
I hope you understand now. Now third
Yeah,
example. Third example. X of n is equal to a power and u of n. Now I want you to tell me the x of z as well as r of z. Do it fast. A power and u of n, where a is greater than 1. I'm telling. Or it could be a in anything. Don't. Yeah, a is greater than 1 is right. Okay. What is x of z and its r of z? Do it fast. Are you doing? Respond. Jeevan, Venkatesh. Doing okay.
So can you scroll it down, sir? PDF.
Appa,
Up.
what do you want?
Yes, yes. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Do it fast. Doesn't take much time. How much you got? Simply you'll get z by z minus a or 1 by 1 minus a z inverse. Anything is okay. You are supposed to get this result. Anybody got out of 5? Taking so much of time. N is equal to 0 to infinity, a power n, z power minus n. If you
Same
try
as
to
first
combine-
one.
Yeah, both are same actually. Can I write this way?
Yes, sir.
So simply it is a power z inverse to the power of 0 plus a power z inverse power of 1 plus a power z inverse power of 2, isn't it? It goes on. So first term will be 1, common ratio will be a into z inverse. 1 by 1 minus r, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Then if you do the LCM here, z by z minus a, you'll get it. So you're taking so much time. Okay, anyhow, ROC I want. According to you here, when n is increasing, az inverse should be what? Should be less than 1 or greater than 1 as your power is increases. When power is increasing, in this az inverse should be less than 1 or greater than 1.
Greater than one.
Greater than 1
It is
means what is
decreasing,
going to
sir.
happen?
It is decreasing.
2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3 will increase, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So az inverse should be less than 1, isn't it? So when az inverse, so z inverse should be less than a, isn't it? Or z should be greater than a. Anything is okay?
Yes, sir.
Z 1 by a na? ఎక్కడ తేడా వచ్చింది జస్ట్ మినిట్ somewhere I made a mistake. It is not given to okay. A z inverse is
Z greater than
less
1
than
by
1. Yeah, z is greater than a సరిపోతుంది ఎందుకంటే 1 by z ఇక్కడ చేసి z తీసుకెళ్తే సరిపోతుంది. Okay, z is greater than a. Yes or no? So you can simply say that magnitude of z is greater than a. So in that case, this is a circle which is not including unit. This is a. A is greater than 1 ఇచ్చాను కదా నేను. This is ROC. Yes or no? Is that clear? Say yes or no, so that
Yes,
I can
sir.
give next example. Now the third, second, one more example. Number I don't remember. X of n is equal to minus of a power n u of minus n minus 1. Do it fast. One more example I'll give you. With that, we'll wind up the introduction part. We'll jump to the filters. Next class, I'll start IR filter otherwise. At least we'll complete this transform today.
So this depth transform is not mentioned in the syllabus.
Not mentioned, but IR filter and FR, that realization to understand, you should know this Z transform.
Okay, sir.
Okay? Because so many things are not there. Even operations and signals also not there. I have explained, no?
Yes, sir.
Because it is an elective for you, so some fundamental subjects supposed to be, taught, which were not there. So I'm bound to explain. Okay? If you understand well the transform, then only your FIR and IR can be understood better way in the realization part at least. I said that is the reason I have not covered that part. Realization of FIR and IR. They completely described using the transforms only. Completed. You'll get same thing.
Z by Z minus A only, sir. But the region of convergence will be like from A in between 1 and A, sir.
1 and a na. That is not correct. Magnitude of z is less than a. That's it. Verify once again. Okay. You want me to write? N is equal to again -1 to -infinity. I'll write. That's not a problem. A power n, z power minus n, which can be written as n is equal to -1 to -infinity. A z inverse power of n. Correct or not? So here n is towards negative actually. N is decreasing. When n is decreasing, a z inverse should be more greater than 1 or less than 1. When n is decreasing. In negative powers actually. Increasing in negative powers. So a z inverse should be what? You tell me.
Increasing.
Yeah, I think I should write this one. Okay. -1, -2, -3. It keeps on going. So it should be greater than, right? A z inverse should be greater than 1. Agreed or not?
Yes, sir.
So in that case, they should be less than a. You got it. So can I write this way? Yes or no? So like Laplace transform, just wanted to have observation, right? When I say a power n, it will be like this. This is a decaying exponential. A power n u of n. When I say minus of a power n u of minus n minus 1, it will be something like this. Yes or no? Is it clear how we represent? So you tell me first signal is right sided or left sided? Tell me. The time domain signal is left sided or right sided? Respond. This is the right sided, no? 0 to infinity, no? This is minus infinity to 0. It's a left sided signal. It is a right sided signal, it is a left sided signal. For all right sided signals, your ROC will be outside the circle. Outside circle. For all left sided signal, your ROC will be inside the circle. This is a thumb rule. You should remember. This is the properties of ROC, okay? Is it clear? Tell me.
Like, sir, if it is a right side, it should be always like outside the circle.
Yeah. Always outside the circle. If it is a left sided, always inside the circle.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm giving third example. Last example. X of n is equal to maybe 2 power n u of n minus 3 power n minus n minus 1 u of. Straight away you can say, what is this?
Z by Z minus 2.
1 by 1 minus a z inverse. Correct or not? 1 by 1 minus 3z inverse. What is ROC here? Outside 2, isn't it?
Greater than 2. Okay, sir.
It is 2. Whatever this?
Less than 3.
What is the combination?
2 and 3.
It is a ring, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
If I interchange, will it work?
No, sir. It will diverge.
3 power n u of n minus 2 power n u of minus n minus 1. Will it work?
No, sir.
Because they will never, if one is finite, other one become infinite. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I don't need
So,
to.
that transform does not exist. You can simply, that transform does not exist. Even the mathematical, you can write the equation, but practically it is.
Do we need to explain all the things like or
No, you must remember all these things, then only IR, FR can be understood.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, finally, I just wanted to conclude with only one explanation, which is taking not more than 2 or 3 minutes. Try to remember, for S-plane. Okay, S-plane means your analog filter. The real part, this is your imaginary axis. Generally, there's something called stability. You know, stability means what? A system to be stable, the poles should always towards the right side. Means you should take one value, some real value, and your region of curvature should be left hand side. Only remember this point. Whenever you design a system, to make it stable, your poles should lie on the right side. Means any point you consider, right side poles, obviously ROC will be left hand sided. Agreed or not?
Yes, sir.
Whereas for the Z plane, to become your stable, to digital system to be stable, always your ROC must include unit circle. Unit circle means this radius, whatever you take, R must be less than 1, isn't it? If R is equal to 0.8, don't you think my ROC will include unit circle? Tell me. If this radius is 0.8, anything greater than 0.8, so don't you think it includes unit circle also?
Yes, sir.
So to make your digital system stable, your ROC should include unit circle. To make your analog system to be stable, your pole should lie on the
Right hand
Left
side.
plane.
right side. Poles should lie on the right side. Your ROC should be left side. Anything is okay. These 2 points you must remember. Otherwise, very tough to understand both your Butterworth, Chebyshev, and other filters. So, based on your Laplace and Z transform discussion today, we understood what is ROC, and finally, I made 2 statements. For a system to be stable in the Laplace transform or analog domain, poles must be lying on the right side, and your ROC should be left side, provided mostly j omega axis must be included, so that Fourier transform exists. Because if you make sigma plus j omega for S value, when sigma is equal to 0, it is a y-axis, isn't it? When sigma is equal to 0, don't you think it becomes a y-axis?
Yes, sir. J omega.
So whenever j omega means it's a Fourier transform actually. When j omega is part of your ROC, Fourier transform exists. That is one of the conditions. Similarly, when R is equal to 1, it becomes DTFT. When R equal to 1, the Z transform becomes a discrete time Fourier transform. When sigma equal to 0, the Laplace transform becomes continuous time Fourier transform. So these are some of the similarities you must remember. Finally, what I'm trying to tell you is, when you design analog filters, always the reference is S-plane. When we design digital filters, always reference is Z-plane. So coming to the IAR filters, only method is first you have to design analog filter. When you design analog filter, my analysis will be done in S-plane or Z-plane according to you. You tell me. Analog filter is designed, the analysis will be done on the S-plane or Z-plane. Respond. Any one of you? Given?
Sir.
Yeah. When I design analog filter, S-plane is a reference to me or Z-plane is a reference to me?
S-plane, sir.
S-plane, right? When is an S-plane, try to remember the 3 regions I'm trying to keep. Region 1, region 2, region 3. So y-axis is the region 3, right side of the y-axis is region 1, left side of this one region 2. In the Z-plane, whenever I'm going to design a digital filter, what is your reference? Z-plane or an S-plane?
Z-plane.
Z-plane. Z-plane is represented by circle. Here also I'm trying to divide 3 things. Right side means 1, left side means inside the circle, j omega means this is a basically equivalence. Right side of the S-plane must be mapped into the outside of the circle, left side of the S-plane must be mapped into the inside of the circle, j omega axis must be mapped onto the
Unit circle.
unit circle. This is the mapping. So to get this mapping, there are 2 techniques are there: impulse invariant technique invariant technique, and these are the next two topics in your unit 3. The second technique is bilinear transformation. Bilinear. These two techniques we will discuss, which can map the corresponding region from the S plane to the Z plane, because already we have seen just now. If your signal left hand side, it will be inside the circle. If signal is right sided, outside the circle. Same picture we have seen in the Laplace transform, isn't it? Yes or no? Right sided means ROC is right sided. Left sided means ROC is left sided. I think same thing I'm mapping at the end. Right sided means outside, left sided means inside, and j omega means unit circle. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is such an important point which we have arrived after discussing S plane and Z plane. Your whole third unit will revolving around these three topics only: Laplace transform, Z transform, then mapping from S plane to Z plane. Is it clear?
Yes,
So
sir.
with this, I'll stop here, and we'll continue our design of IR filters using Butterworth and Chebyshev. Next class, I'll tell you what is Butterworth and Chebyshev. So let me stop recording first.